And that was the second time I got crabs. But, you know.
Well, that's an introduction right there, isn't it? Welcome to the Northern Drunk Podcast here. I can't just fucking speak English.
Flubbing it up straight away.
Well, what you got to do, man? You know, it's fucking Hammerfest.
Northern Drunk Tank Podcast number 1.
Yeah, Hammerfest as it were.
Off Your Face Fest edition.
Out of courtesy, we're going to do a few introductions here. I'm Warlord UK.
I'm the real Just Sean, and special guest today...
Some fucking random knobhead.
Also known as Kane.
And
I'm Warlord UK, just to make sure we introduce that twice.
Don't mind him, he's a pernickety arsehole.
Now, we must have...
or him.
Both of you, fuck it, I don't care.
Yeah, pretty much. We're all cunts. What can we do? And we've all been drinking.
I believe Mike called you a twunt earlier.
Alright.
A twunt.
Twunts. What can you do?
You know.
Combination of a twat and a cunt.
There you go.
That's the same fucking thing.
He's from Cumbria. What you want?
I'm still with two cunts that fucking sat here with fucking sunglasses on while we're sat indoors.
I've got the sun right
The
in
sun
my
is
bastard
there,
face.
right?
Shut the fucking curtains then.
Your back is to the sun. His eyes are to the sun. My eyes are to the sun. You dick.
You sizable schlong, you motherfucker.
Exactly.
Should add, this content will have a few swear words. If you've not already guessed.
Not from me, I never swear.
Bollocks.
Bullshit, son. Yeah, we've seen your streams. I made you swear on that stream, motherfucker.
Fuck you guys.
Point proven.
Fuck you guys.
So, we have been recently chatting, anyway, if nothing else, about classic TV. Quality TV,
How
as it
drunk
were.
are you already?
What the fuck are you looking at?
Some, I assume, old person or child stumbling towards the
No,
wall.
that's an old woman and a dog.
It looks like she's had like half a pint
The
of
question
sherry on it.
is, if you can't tell the difference, how fucking drunk are you?
Blind.
Good point.
I'm not drunk, I'm blind. You know.
This is what happens when you get
Oh,
fucked
that's why I
up.
got the Stevie Wonder glasses.
Exactly.
No, there's aviators, because the last ones he stole from Sansara that got broke.
They did, although, yeah, that was a couple. They lasted like a year and a half, that was cool. These cost me £2 in the Manda Centre. So.
Hey, they don't sponsor us. Aviators are available from other locations.
Yeah, but the Asian guy that sells them at the Manda Centre sends them with £2. So I got 2 pair, I don't know where the other are.
Oh, well, that's a good start to everything.
Nah, it's cool. You know, it's fine.
So we were chatting about Father Ted
We were, yeah, because
after we lost.
I can
Frank
never
Kelly,
remember.
was it?
It's
I think it's Frank Kelly.
Frank Kelly, Father Jack, yeah.
Yeah, Father Jack. Anyone who knows Father Ted knows who Father Jack is.
Yeah.
So we just shout, drink!
Back.
Arse.
So right away,
Yeah,
well,
my abiding memory of Father Ted is like the one where they go into like Dublin or something. They go into like a town, and it's Victor, the guy who plays Victor Meldrew's in it.
Oh yeah.
And they're outside the caves like, will I do it, Dougal? Will I do it? Will I do it? Just goes for, and then the payoff at the end of the episode where he turns up at the house.
Yeah.
And it's brilliant. You have to wonder how much Channel 4 had to pay BBC for that line.
A lot, I'm guessing.
we never know. There's probably some sort of deal they've got between each other.
Yes.
You give me a reach around and you can have it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
You blow me, you can take that line.
Plus, I doubt it was ever trademarked, so I guess you could just say it.
Yeah.
That's my favourite episode, just purely because of that. Just will I do it?
I don't know. I like the Christmas special one where they get locked in the largest lingerie store in Ireland.
And all the fucking reverends are just there looking
Yeah.
at the bras and, so what are you doing here? Nothing, no.
Yeah, that was fucking hilarious.
Oh, best episode is still the one we were talking about before with the kicking in the arse.
Oh, Bishop Brennan.
Yeah.
You did kick me up the arse.
There in front of the Pope. You kicked me in the arse!
It's like the 30-foot long capers he's running up the getaway. Crilly!
Big bit of that massive picture he's got outside the house when he comes back.
Or when they're on the plane, that's what was one of the ones with Graham Norton in it. Like the plane's going to crash or something.
Oh yeah.
So who's seen the Ghostbusters trailer for the new film?
Don't even
No.
fucking get me started.
Kane's privileged then because that was
I
fucking bollocks.
will admit, there was one bit I kind of went, yeah. And that was it. It's when the mannequin heads. Remember that bit?
Yeah, it's
That was it.
still there with the fucking shit on.
They get the theme song wrong because they modernise it and like fucking dubstep it.
Ruined.
Yeah. they get the comedy wrong because it's all about check out how empowered and, feminazi we are. Ruins that.
And
there's no Bill Murray in it.
I am
so...
full ready for equality, yeah. Women is but for fuck's sake, the BBC have actually got a rule now where any panel show has to actually have a woman involved. It's like, no, you don't need rules like that.
Don't get me wrong. I've known funny women. Women can be funny, but if you're going to fuck with the source material, you're doing it wrong.
Yeah, and they basically said from the start with the new Ghostbusters was...
It's like 30 years after or something.
No, they said it had nothing... It was a whole new universe. It had nothing to do with the original. First thing in that fucking trailer...
30 years later?
Yeah. 4 scientists. Again, bullshit. One of them wasn't a scientist.
Yep.
He was basically an everyman. He was basically just a guy off the street
What's his name?
who wanted a job and joined in.
It's like Bill Murray on it.
But basically that's what made Ghostbusters so good, was like it was 3 scientists and everyman. Although it was funny, they had a little bit of seriousness in there.
Do you know what gets me
a
about
little
it?
bit.
The Bill Murray character is, and I don't know her name, she's a larger woman, I'm going to say that. I can't fucking stand everything she's been in has been shit. And she's like, here is your Bill Murray, here is the saviour of comedy, only now it's, no.
See, I don't know any of them. I've never known who any of them are. It's not, for me, I don't follow much of the American sitcoms and that.
Have you ever seen Paul? Simon Pegg and...
Yeah, I've seen Paul.
She was in that. I can't remember. Kirsten Wiig. She's in Saturday Night Live. She's in a few things. She's kind of funny, but in Ghostbusters, she's not funny. Yeah. And on that
Paul was
subject,
a great film.
while we're on the thing of changing things for equality's sake, Dark Tower movie is going to be shit because they've got Idris Elba as Roland Deschain. Don't get me wrong, Idris Elba can be anything he wants.
He's a very fine actor.
He's brilliant. He can be James Bond. I'll go and watch that film. Yeah. But he cannot be Roland Deschain. Because to throw my geek thing into the ring here, there's the whole plot point of the second book of the Dark Tower series is a race angle with a black woman, Roland Deschain, and Eddie Dean, who quite rightly is Aaron Paul, if reported to be believed. Now, Roland Deschain is supposed to be a Clint Eastwood character who gets called a honky motherfucker. I don't think too many people would call Idris Elba a honky motherfucker. Just me.
No, he'll knock a motherfucker out if that happens.
Thank you. So that, again, to me is wrong. I cannot stand the whole equality thing with Hollywood these days.
No. I'm all for equality, but there's a time and a place.
It's because they want to please the SJWs, isn't it? The bunch of fucking pussies.
It's like when
they get hurt by words and need a safe space. I'll fucking give you a reason to want a safe space, you arseholes.
It's like we've got like really good BBC shows, and then they fuck it up. Like Merlin, for example. I really enjoyed Merlin, and they made Guinevere a black woman. Now, black people weren't even in England at that point.
If they were slaves.
Yeah, exactly. So that shit would never have happened. They're making equality forced upon a story
because it
that's
has to happen,
already existed, and then try to force it upon equality. It's like, no, you don't do that. It's like, I'm all for equality between races, sexes, whatever, but don't change source material.
It's like, I can't wait for the remake of American History X where half of the Ku Klux Klan are just black people.
Yeah, basically.
We hate black people, but you are black. Fuck!
Yeah, it'll just turn into Blazing Saddles, won't it? Sheriff's a nigger!
Oh dear. Yeah.
If anyone's not seen that, I recommend seeing that film.
Black sheriff? Why not? Works in Blazing Saddles.
It's literally like he's like the mayor of the town's there, like going, and we would like to welcome our new sheriff, a nigger. Like,
yeah.
But that was America back then, anyway. Yeah,
it's America these days. Did you not see the thing I shared earlier today? It was like a Donald Trump rally.
Oh God, yeah.
Make America white again. Excuse me.
Yeah, I saw that.
Excuse me. America wasn't white. You invaded America and made it white.
Yeah.
Well, obviously, there's plenty of memes to do that. It's like when Donald Trump's going around and talking about, we want immigrants, we don't want them here, we want to get them out. It's like, there's a picture of a Native American that you go, really? So when you're leaving?
Yeah.
The greatest one I saw, it was like a Vine. Donald Trump's making a speech, and it's the same speech, but instead of his mouth, someone superimposed someone's arsehole moving, and they put it on his face. I thought that was just brilliant.
In office, Donald Trump's best thing is versus the greatest movie in the world, The Big Lebowski.
Oh,
damn it, Donnie!
Shut the fuck up, Donnie.
Shut the fuck up, Donnie.
Element, yeah.
I know I saw it was some bullshit on Facebook. I know that much, but someone had photoshopped Donald Trump's mouth onto his eyes. And there's no fucking difference!
It's exactly that.
What the hell?
Yeah, that's brilliant. Yeah, I remember that. going to be doomed in November because he's going to win. It's going to blow the world up. It's like that other meme that was like 2016. There's no way Donald Trump will be president.
It's probably not going to blow the world up because apparently him and Putin are best mates.
There's a fucking match made in hell.
They'll be fucking wanking each other off in the Oval Office, and the rest of the world's going to be going, oh God, why?
I don't know. I bet Cameron's got a pretty good pair of DSLs.
Yeah.
I bet he can take 2 cocks in one mouth.
Well, didn't they say something about Donald Trump? Like there's been an increase of people saying they're from the future and have to kill Donald Trump because he destroys the world.
That would not surprise
It literally goes. There's literally posts all about it across the American news about people who have basically become Terminators and said, we have to come back and destroy Trump, he's going to destroy the world.
Speaking of, do you know what upset me was that video of like robots being bullied by people? And I'm watching that and they're like pushing them over and hitting them with... I was like, I feel so sad for those robots. And then you see the end of the video and it's like a clip from T2 or something. And you're like, yeah, I get it. If we're going to beat the shit out of them, I get it. Why wouldn't you? Know what I mean?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we also do play video games in this little community of ours.
Play video games? Who does that?
I don't know, I just threw Lego Jurassic World at you, motherfucker.
I don't play video games, I masturbate to video games, there's a difference.
Agree. I've been addicted to...
But that's enough about Kane's obsession with hentai.
I haven't got any hentai games, motherfucker. Well, XCOM probably counts with the fucking sequels.
The amount of abuse that comes in XCOM, yeah.
I've been addicted to Assassin's Creed Syndicate lately. I haven't done any of the story because I'm having so much fun Spider-Manning my way around the streets of London going... And then you can hear someone, help, he's just robbed me. I go, yeah, you're in London. Of course you just been robbed.
It could be worse, you could be in Liverpool.
Not true. There is actually worse crime in Manchester, but we'll not get into that, shall we?
Manchester's a shithole, we know it.
Yeah,
and I'm from Manchester.
Saying that, though, excellent gig venues.
Yeah, we do have some good venues. Although we've got Grand Central, so that's...
If you got rid of your sports teams in Manchester, I'd live there.
We don't talk about sports.
No.
Sports is
but
bollocks.
Yes, I remember I was... playing Syndicate and I'd murdered like 3 enemy gang members, and then I Spider-Man my way up to a roof and these 2 coppers come by and they're all these peasant Londoners going, there's been a murder here! And I was like, yeah, there's been a murder. I just did that, and the cops were like investigating. So I jumped down from the building, murdered the 2 cops, and none of the crowd moved. I looted the cops, the crowd just like, there's been a murder, you'll be in trouble if you do that. So I murdered them as well. I got the assassins did not murder civilians, so then I desynchronized because I shot them all. But yeah, I've not done any. I've done a bit of story.
But Unity did a similar thing because I've been I recently completed Unity.
Yeah. Is it still glitchy?
No, it's like,
it
actually
your
runs.
Arms still go like 20 feet out.
I've not had that problem at all, and I completed the main story of Unity, and I really enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun. But there's like a lot of things when you run through the towns where you'll get like little, basically story missions, like art story missions. Basically, you get a red dot and it says like kill the criminals or something.
Oh,
like that.
that's the same thing in Syndicate.
Yeah, and basically you kill
the thieves or stuff like that.
Yeah, get rid of thieves, stop the hassling, shit like that. And you basically just go and do that, and then basically you have the entire crowd nearby just applauding you.
Yeah.
Giving you all that shit.
Do you know what?
It's like, what the fuck? I just killed someone.
One of the things I had was kill the criminals, and there were 3 of them, so I killed them all. And the guy who they were trying to kill started applauding me about, and he went, "You magnificent arsehole." What the fuck are you saying?
You don't get more English than that.
You magnificent.
Positive followed by a swear word
I've
is
saved
English.
your life, and you call me an arsehole. Fuck you.
It's like, God, it's not English unless you introduce yourselves with a swear word.
No, let's be
oh,
fair.
you beautiful bastard.
Let's be fair. You can be kind, but then you get London.
Well,
Yeah, we're not Cockneys.
The better, to be fair.
No, it's, you know.
So we're all Northerners here. Well, Midlands.
2 of us are.
Yeah, I'm from Midland.
Yeah, it's not Southern. It's not Southern.
Shut the
I'm
fuck
not
up.
from the Isle of Man. I'm from the north. I grew up there. I'm not from there. English
Runcorn
counts
bastard.
for a lot. Still the north. Screw you. It's a shithole, but it's still the north.
I'm from Manchester. It's a shithole. It's still the north.
The funny thing is, I saw a thing this morning that was like, no matter where you're from, if you ever feel bad, don't worry. There's still some wanker from your hometown trying to make it as a rapper. And that just made me think, yeah, because there was like 4 people I worked with at Nando's that were in Widnes that were trying to become rappers. It's like, yeah.
I've got a few people I work with that think they're like rappers as sozzard.
Yeah.
It's like, nah, mate.
There's a guy I know actually in Liverpool, but he's not trying to be a rapper, but he's trying to be a beatboxer. He's actually really fucking good.
Hey, it takes a lot of skill to
He's
The
do that.
beatboxing,
really
I've got
good.
respect for beatboxing because it is really impressive what some of the really good ones can do.
Oh yeah.
Even though obviously we're all fans of the rock and metal, hence
Ah.
why we're here at Hammerfest.
I'll listen to it.
Hey, I can appreciate good music even if I don't like the genre. Simple as that.
I just have respect for people that write their own lyrics. It's like, it might not be my favourite music, but if you write it yourself and sing it yourself, I got respect for that.
And Kanye West can fuck off.
I will
Yeah,
say.
he is a cocksucker.
I will say, if you go back to earlier in his career, before his ego and his wealth got to him, he could have been massive, but then his ego got to him and he thought, yeah,
He choked on too many executive dicks.
And then he became Axl Rose.
It's like, if
Yeah.
you listen to his early stuff, really great stuff, and then he went, hang on a minute, I've got money. I'm going to name drop this, this, and this. I'm going to marry someone who I would call a cunt, but she doesn't have the warmth or the depth.
And she's about as talented as...
And her arse is as photoshopped as my smile.
yeah.
And, you know, it doesn't work.
I still don't get how the Kardashians are famous. Look, their dad owned, like, he made himself. He was a businessman. He made himself what he
They
was.
had a dad, I thought they just spawned.
Yeah,
I
And now
thought,
the dad's female, so it says a lot.
pretty much.
really?
Caitlyn Jenner, yeah.
Bruce Jenner was their dad.
Yeah.
Bruce Jenner is the Kardashians' dad.
Yeah.
No wonder they're fucked up.
When you
your
only
dad-
just fucking realised.
I didn't. I don't pay it. But when
It
your
kind of
dad,
comes down to the Hilton syndrome, of where like the Hiltons are only famous because
For
their
being
dad
famous.
made a huge
Oh,
empire
they're famous
of hotels
for
and
being
shit.
famous.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
It's famous for being famous, and it's like it pisses me off a living. You're famous because your dad made something of himself. He earns the right to be famous.
I will say, when Bruce Jenner looks more realistic on an episode of South Park than Caitlyn Jenner, whatever, does
Yeah.
now, that's something. I saw a thing saying, how dare your homophobic show portray Caitlyn in this light? I was like, no, that looks exactly the fucking same.
Yeah, pretty much.
You know what I mean? It's like the Snooki thing, and there was like an outcry from Jersey Shore fans. No, it looks exactly the same. There's a bit of a smaller tail and less beard, but... You know.
Snooki like snoo.
Exactly.
Death by Snoo Snoo.
Isn't there supposed to be a South Park game coming out soon?
Yeah, it's a new one.
Fractured butthole.
That's the one.
Yeah, it's basically the sequel to
Stick
Yeah.
of truth.
Stick of Truth. Yeah.
But it's the superhero one. I'm really looking forward to that.
Trust, I really need to stream Stick of Truth because I think it's on backwards compatibility already. It's one of the
Is it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. It's like Xbox One. If not, I'm going back on
I
PC.
refuse to
Not
play that
sure.
game again, though, I'll be honest.
I have one achievement still to get from the 360 version.
Is it the Hasselhoff achievement?
I got that one. It's the one for having Kenny live through the whole game. No, not ending a battle
Not dying, yeah.
with someone dead at the end of the
Yeah.
battle.
Fuck that
And
achievement.
don't get me wrong, I would have got that achievement if it weren't for the fact that I had to get the achievement for Kenny dying.
Exactly.
Because I didn't know that achievement existed.
Exactly, that's it.
It says I got Kenny killed, I got that achievement, and the battle ended.
Yeah.
I'm like, game's over. Like, oh shit. It's like,
Yeah.
I need to go this again just to get one achievement. It's like, I've got the whole game. It's literally, I am like 30 gamer score away from having that 1,000
I
points.
think I played the game 3 times. Once playing through.
I did it once, and I'm missing one
I
achievement.
played it once through for the story. I played it once to get every single collectible, and then to mop up the achievements. Like the rhinoplasty achievement for getting Hasselhoff's face, stuff like that.
I was looking at achievements for XCOM 2 and it was like, do this, do that, do the other. And then one of them was like, finish the game on Legendary Iron Man. And I'm like,
No, like
Veteran Iron Man. And I'm like, how about fuck you?
saves after every move and stuff like that, yeah.
Yeah, because XCOM's a cheating
And
bastard.
does it have like
Yeah.
permadeath on and stuff?
No, Iron Man auto saves after every turn,
Yeah.
and that is your only save slot. You cannot manually save.
Yeah, see, that's what stops me playing Fire Emblem. It's like permadeath. If your characters die, they're dead. It's like, I don't want to do
I
that.
think the 3DS version has a mode that doesn't have.
It does have a mode, but if you're going to play an RPG like that, if you're going to play like Fire Emblem, you're going to
Yeah.
Fire Emblem. I can't play an RPG like that, and because you want to feel sad when the character dies. You know what I mean?
Warlord's
So
going for a wank.
yeah, Warlord's off for his daily wank. Well, his hourly wank.
Should only take about 2 minutes, if that.
There's a reason we call him Richie Richard. No, so if I play Pokemon, if a character faints, I go and heal it. But like Fire Emblem, there's a meaning to it. You know, if someone dies, they're gone.
Well, same with XCOM, innit? If
Yeah.
if your soldier dies, they're dead.
There you go.
What's some other ones like that? I mean, there's like the old UFO games and shit like that, but it's the same fucking genre. So
one of the Golden Suns have that.
I think it does.
Third one, I think.
Yeah. I've never actually played them, but my mates played the first and second and said they're fucking amazing.
They are some of the best RPGs I've ever played in my life. I'm actually planning to stream it, but there's like every time I've emulated it, because...
Hey up, Little Spoon's back.
Hey, welcome back, Little Spoon. Because...
God, dude takes a piss and, you get missed.
Yeah. Because who has the capacity to actually stream a Game Boy Advance? You know what I'm saying? So every time you emulate it, there's a bit that comes right at the end of the game. And for the love of me, whenever I emulate it, I just cut. It's like a sand waterfall, and you can't get past it. So I'm gonna, if I can play through it, it'll take me about 8 hours if I just skip everything. Play through. If I can get past that, I'll stream it and 100% it. But if I can't, there's no point, because if you can't get to the final boss, what's the point?
Yeah, makes sense.
I mean, brilliant game though. I highly recommend it. Just the final bit to get to the boss is always glitched for me. So.
I played a Super Mario RPG did a similar thing when I used to try and get emulated because
7 Year Door.
Yeah. Is that? Can't remember what it's called, but yeah, basically
The Legend of the Seven Stars or some shit like that.
Legend of the Seven Stars.
Paper Mario is the 7 Year Door, I think.
That's the one.
Yeah. But basically, you get to a certain point, you're supposed to get a key from beating a boss, and you never get that key if you've got it emulated.
Really?
Yeah. Because I'd never got it when I had the SNES back in the day. So it's like, I watched really...
Well, it's because it was US and Japan only, wasn't it?
Was it?
Yeah.
It was never out in America, in England.
No, Europe never had it. Which is annoying because, obviously, Square were the ones that did it, and Square were releasing games across Europe at that point.
Why don't you just use a US ROM emulator even of the SNES? Instead of
But
Europe?
doesn't mean it still works, because like I said, some ROMs are questionable.
I know I'm planning to get a capture card at some point, but it'll let me stream my 360, my PS3, my PS2, my PS1, my NES, my SNES, my N64, my GameCube, and my Amiga.
Basically what I want to do, because I want to really play some classic games, because I've got the PS3, I can do 2 and 1 and that.
So you wouldn't recommend the Elgato then?
No, it doesn't support the resolutions on the older consoles.
But I really want to stream the Batman games. I mean, we were actually talking about this. So like, we want to alternate between the two.
Yeah, we compromised to where he'd do Asylum, I'd do City, he'd do Origins, and I'd do Night, because I'll be fucked if I'm playing Batman or Arkham Origins again.
And I've never played any of the 4 of them. So I mean, I actually do own Arkham Asylum twice. I got it on PS3, and then it came with PlayStation Plus for PlayStation.
I've actually realised I've got all 5 of them on the PC.
5?
Yeah, Arkham Origins Blackgate, which was a 3DS only, but it was released on the PC.
Alright, I never knew that.
I need to get that.
Yeah.
But saying that, I hated Origins. It was awful. Then it wasn't Rocksteady, was it? So...
Listen, I've seen a lot of them played, and I've seen like bits of all of them. But I always heard Origins was bad.
Yeah, I've never played it.
Yeah, so I've not played any of them, so I can't judge them on my own.
When the highlight of Origins is having to fight Deathstroke 5 times, it's not that good.
Yeah, it sounds a bit...
Plus, you have a lot to live up to when the ending of Arkham City is the way it is.
Arkham City
I'm
is
not
amazing.
going to spoil anything, but the ending to that, it gave me tears.
I do know the ending to that, because
okay.
Yeah, I played that and basically sat there going, what the fuck?
Yeah. Although, to be fair, when Mark Hamill said he wasn't going to do any more Joker, you kind of knew what was happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then...
Which you know, because Mark Hamill
he's back,
was
was back in doing it again anyway for Arkham Knight.
Exactly.
Seems we've got another guest on this podcast.
Yeah. The meat not to your taking there.
It wasn't, to be honest with you, it wasn't what I expected. I thought the Dark Circle was a group of people who would meet up and discuss things.
Yeah.
Then get pissed.
Yeah.
No, the discussion is on Saturday morning.
Yeah.
So I'm led to believe, yeah.
Thursday's the piss up.
And the...
Welcome our good friend Mike to the podcast, by the way.
Oh, cheers, buddy.
We're recording.
So the horns and let's have a cheeky V.
Hey, the podcast's all about getting pissed and just talking shit.
So yeah, you're a bit disillusioned at it then.
Well, not as such, no. It was more a question of, well, I mean, the band that was on, not really my taste.
Well, you do like your black and death metal more than...
Are they an AOR band?
No idea. They seem to be Blue Oyster Cult wannabes.
AOR band,
Yeah, that's pretty much sums it up right there. But obviously, there's only ever one band that plays, and you can't please everybody at a DC meet. Especially when, obviously, you got AOR and metal combined into one festival.
I'll be honest, I'll throw it out there. I'm just glad that for one fucking year there's no Attica Rage. Nothing against
It wasn't
the
last year, I don't think.
No, there wasn't.
Wow,
And
okay.
they haven't played Hard Rock Hell for the last 2
No.
years.
To be fair, I didn't see any bands last year.
Yeah, because we spent the entire time in the caravan playing Cards Against Humanity.
We did.
Which, bearing in mind, it was actually my honeymoon, and we said we spent the entire time in the caravan. A lot of people went, "Oh, yeah, right." It's like, yeah, no, we're actually playing.
Doesn't
We're
say
actually
an awful
playing.
lot for your fucking libido now.
Yeah, we play Cards Against Humanity. We stayed in the caravan all weekend. Yeah, we stayed in the caravan all weekend. Yeah, with 2 other guys.
Yeah.
Let's have a good time.
I say nothing against the guys. I know them; they're really good guys, but I've seen them enough for one lifetime. You know what I mean? Everywhere you go.
I wouldn't mind seeing them again soon because I've not seen them for a couple of years.
So I've not seen
But
Attica Rage since they played
because
St.
I've
Hollow.
not seen them for a couple of
I'd
years.
seen them to see new material, but there was
Oh,
a point
yeah.
where they were everywhere. And it
No,
was
but I've got a similar thing with Artemis, where it's like, I'm pretty sure someone's told them to play the same soundtrack over and over
Yeah.
again.
Don't open the door now, for fact, it's fucking roasting in here.
Well, I think that's a good point to close this podcast anyway.
yeah, good
It's
test.
been a good test. We've been trying it out. If people like it, we'll do
I've
some
locked
more.
the fucking door. God damn.
Kane can't get out. It's all done.
And join us again to find out the first time I got crabs.
Yep.
And don't forget, people, throw the fucking horns.
And it ain't gay if you shout Slayer.
There you go.
Anyway, I've been Warlord UK.
Real just short.
Smokers Anonymous outside.
And Big Mike.
And Big Mike.
Jumping in.
Thanks for listening. Hope you enjoyed it. And
If you didn't, fuck you.
we'll catch you again soon. Thank you very much for listening.
Penis!